Hey everybody! Oh, it's been like, how long has it been since I recorded? Almost 5 days? Almost a week, yeah. I actually wasn't expecting to record today. I was thinking I'd have to go over a week without recording, and thankfully that's not the case. So yeah, I looked it up. I know what the answer is. I believe I remember what the answer is. I know how to get the answer. I'm not sure if I remember the actual answer. Let me see if I remember it right. Is it like pour? P-O-U-R? I want to say it's like pour or something. I know how to get it. I'll show you guys in a second, but let's just see if this is right. Okay. I'll show you how to get it. Just give me a second. Thought so. Nice work, Sigma. Yeah, I guess. Oh, wait. Look. Hooray! Huh? Sun, star, star. This one's different. All the symbols are in different spots. Hooray! Okay. So, for those who want to know what the fuck just happened, honestly, when I figured it out, it was kind of half and half. I was wondering if I was stupid or the game was stupid. It's kind of half and half. On the one hand, the fact that I didn't figure that out and that I have to look it up kind of bums me out, because it makes sense when you think about it, I guess. It's just the hint they give you was kind of misleading, in my opinion. I don't think it was a very good hint. If they were going to get, like, I'd rather they gave you no hint at all than the hint they did give you. But yeah, it wasn't a very good hint. If they had gave a good hint, I'm sure I could have gotten it. Or hell, no hint at all, I probably would have thought to do it. But anyways. No, I want to show them how I get it. Oh, I guess it's in my archive still, right? It'll be in my archive? That's not the one, that's all the way at the beginning. What am I looking for again? There we go! Illustrations of a dice game. So what you're supposed to do is, I forget the numbers and the order and whatever, but basically, last time what you did was, you take the time and you find it, and you do the minutes, and then you do the hours, and you find the letter, and that's it. And every time you start at the beginning for the first one. For the gold one, you don't start over. You'll find the number, like let's say the first one's P, right? So whatever the time is, you end up on a P. So instead of going back to the beginning and starting from there, you just start from a P. So that's how you end up getting POUR. Yeah. Now I have to reset, and it's not really resetting anything because I'll keep the puzzle password, but the safe passwords. But yeah, give me a second. This is safe, right? Yeah, just like the ones in the AB room and infirmary. It should open when we plug in the right password. Assuming it works like the others, of course. And I'm back. Alright, that took a bit of doing, but I did it. So, alright, so we got Sun, Star, Star. I wonder if it gives you like a silver background if you get the silver file. Anyways, I did it! You opened it! Alright! And again. I gotta do it again! Now let me double check that again. Again. Sun, sun, moon. And now we can get out. Oh boy. What do we got in here? Phew. It's open. Good job. That's twice you opened it. Yep. Let's see what's in here. Whoa, that thing looks dangerous. What is it? The gun thing? Wait, what? Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it. Why not? Oh, okay. An injection gun? Well, That's interesting. I know there's already an injection gun in the infirmary, but what's the purpose of this one from the treatment center? Unless it has some Accelavir in it or something. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. Are you sure? I think that kind of depends on what's in the vial there. The label says NEOSTIGMINE. I wonder what that is. Huh? What did you just say? NEOSTIGMINE? Why, does that mean something? Let me see it. Oh? NEOSTIGMINE. NEOSTIGMINE. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. Oh, really? I don't think I have. No good. I can't remember. Damn. I don't think it's bad, though. Do you have any proof? Nope. Of course not. Could you let me hang on to this? I suppose. So who has it in the other pathway? The one where, you know, where Tem, Myoji, and Alice had their little talk about Ice 9. Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Alright. I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. Although you do seem like the kind of person who really wants to get out. Hehehe. Thanks. And how about I let you take me on a date sometime? If we both get out of here, think about it. If we get out of here in one piece. Yay! Cool. Moving on. We still got a bunch of stuff in here. It's all flat stuff. Yeah, not nearly as cool as a gun type thing. Yeah, it is. First we got another map. The same map that we've gotten many times in many different pathways. Floor B! Map I found in the infirmary said, hey, I guess that means floor is that floor. I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Up next, some gray cards. Key cards. They've got moons on them, too. These must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about. There are two of them, just like with the sun keys. One for you and me. Actually, I would think it's one for you and Cork. Oh, that's what I meant. I meant like one for you and one for Cork. That's what I meant to say, but yeah. But he's... yeah. Well, there's not much point in giving it to him. I'll hang on to it for now. Okay. What's next? Piece of paper with something written on it. Here are some more AB rules for you. Oh, okay, yeah, this is in each section. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote... wait, what? Wait, what is this? Then everybody gets penalized. Wait a second. What? We found this in the archive, but now it's apparently also in the treatment center? In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. So yeah, it's not just in the archive that they have this. Interesting. What's also interesting is that I believe this room... yeah, now that I think about it, this room and the archive room are in the same set of rooms, right? I think so. So, maybe the third room in this set of rooms also gives out a paper thingy-majiggy? Maybe? Maybe. It's quite possible. If that's the case, then it would make sense, because we would always get these additional rules. So, alright. Just surprised nobody brought it up in the pathway with the Tem Myoji going to the treatment center. Yeah, no one brought it up, so, meh. In other words, all 3 of us can't not vote. One of us has to. So either you or me, you mean. Oh well. There's no reason not to pick Allie in the next round anyway. I can think of a reason. Of course, first we gotta get out of this room. And that'll be easy. Just look at the last thing in the safe. Is a key. The key! I did it. Let's go. Okay. I'm just gonna leave the thing that gives me the passwords lying there. I don't need it. Oh, yeah. Don't pass by the door. There it is. So we're going now. Where are we going? What pathway are we going? Nobody knows. Well, actually, I know. But, I mean, I don't know. But I know because of the fucking tree branches that they show me. But I don't actually know where it's gonna take me. Man. This is a lock for the exit. It says lock. Are you ready? Yeah. So we're just leaving Cork there, I guess. I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. I wonder what would happen if I didn't bother to place Cork in there. Would it just auto put him in there for a flaw? Or would there actually be a diverging pathway?
An ambidex gate has been opened.
This seems to happen every single time, but I know it didn't happen the first time, so something's up with that. Anyways.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Apparently. Why would they do that? Whatever. We should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
What? Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
Oh? What screen? Where? What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh. Really now? Oh yeah. It says recent operation records. Oh. I stepped closer and began to read. Interesting. What it said was interesting. Just like I said. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into after all. I read on. 0748. One subject release. Okay, this is what we heard about from Tenmyoji in the original pathway. Cause, oh man, I'm trying to remember now. What pathway were we on? 15? Oh, it's been a while, so I forgot. Lost track. I'm gonna have to recount again later. I won't bother you with that right now though. 7:48. So, is that 7:48 today? I don't even know what time it is today. So, nah. 8:06. One subject successfully restored. Oh, okay. 8:16. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. And I don't think we're an admin, I guess? Interesting. I checked the other pods, so they all say the same thing? They're all the same. One subject released. One subject successfully restored. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Yeah. Beginning restoration of one subject. All, yeah, okay. And this is going to be on all pods. In other words, 3 of us are magical frozen beings from the past. What is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep.
How do you know it was 8 hours ago? Do we know what time it is now? Or, oh, is that saying like 7:48 hours ago and then 8 something hours ago? I thought that was the time. Meh.
Well, 3 people actually.
Indeed.
1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
In other words, you're in the future!
I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us.
And the dead woman. Right?
Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Still haven't solved that mystery yet. If you count the old one we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me.
You're probably one of them. I'm almost certain of it.
How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject.
Well, you seem very subjective to me. I don't know.
A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Yeah, it's probably you based on things. Well, you're one of them anyways, but I don't know. It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
Indeed, maybe one of us is... Well, one of us, we have a pretty good idea. 0, we're assuming, so... Maybe that person is the admin. I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minute signs have to mean this far in the past. Oh, okay. That was confusing. I thought it was saying the time, but alright. Did I say minute signs? Minus signs. Who would even write the time like that? Somebody that didn't want us to know the actual time?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is. Yeah, that's what I said.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Probably. Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Possibly. Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why? He's just giving us hints.
Could it all be a trick?
It's not impossible. A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
Yeah, it's possible. So, you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible. Right?
No, it doesn't make sense. Why not?
Well, let's ask somebody else.
Who?
Maybe they can think of something.
Oh, I know. Somebody else isn't everybody? Okay. Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
Indeed. We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one.
Except for the parts that don't.
Hey, could you show me that map?
Sure.
Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
Makes structural sense. Huh, so it is.
Oh, are those?
Next chromatic doors, yeah.
And there are 3 of them.
Indeed there are. Okay, let's go take a closer look. Even though you still have to do the AB game, but alright, I guess you have time.
I knew it.
Sometime anyway.
These are chromatic doors.
Uh-huh.
See?
Indeed.
They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So, these are the third round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
That's a good point. What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
True enough. If we wanted to escape together, it'd be possible. Yeah, that's true. So?
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Yeah, I've been thinking this from the start, and then I thought she was thinking it too, but she never really brought it up. Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to?
Why would you say that?
I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
Well, that's a little naughty of you to say. I would be more open about it, I think, if that was my plan. Because you'd be in the room with me anyways. No, that's not... I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me.
He's not lying, he's just a pansy.
We're partners. That means we share the same destiny.
And that's why I was saying it'd be silly if he was lying.
So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
Alright, fine. I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round.
That's true, that's the logical way to look at it, if you are okay with us just getting out. But, like, we want to try to get more people out, so, I might actually pick Betray for the first time ever, I might pick Betray the first time this time. Because I actually am kind of curious to see what happens, but,
For all we know, there might not even be a next round.
True facts.
There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right?
Are there? There's Phi, there's Dio, and there's Quark. Though Quark's not getting out, so...
Dio, K, and Phi.
Oh, shit. 7 people have 6? Wow. Okay. Dio, K, and Phi. What are their teams again? I forgot. Dio and K are probably going to betray each other. And that leaves Phi with, Temioji. Temioji has 1 point right now, though, so I doubt Phi will betray. So, I don't think anybody else is getting out.
What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
I doubt it. That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Phi and Luna are playing against Temioji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Temioji picked Ally, they'd kill him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and K, and Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Temioji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses Ally,
Then
K would have 9 BP.
good point, actually. Although, Dio's the kind of person that will pick Betray, I'm certain of it. Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If K gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Well, there could be, if he's, well, actually, the one time K was okay with leaving, so to try and help Quark to get the, get help for him or whatever, so he might try to do that this time, too. I suppose that's possible. Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 PP.
No. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here? Even if he gets enough points to leave?
Depends on his mood. I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is a factual possibility. Well, we can think about how we're gonna vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Oh, really? What does he have to do? I'm curious. Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps falling behind me.
Clover.
Time for some more AB goodness. Hello, Alice.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
He's in the pods. Temioji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
I hope so.
Probably.
Probably.
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right?
I get that. Don't worry, I get that.
Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover?
Junpei is very overprotective. But maybe a lot of parents are that way, I guess. I mean, sometimes with overprotective parents, it's kind of hard to tell, like, where is the boundary of this is overprotective and this is just what a parent should do.
Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Yeah, Clover. Just not much time to talk about it, unfortunately. Or make out.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she was Fuck, my words are bad today. As soon as she was finished, she was off. Temioji followed her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone. Out the magenta door. Hooray! Alright, you guys got some splaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I don't know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
Yeah. As she spoke, Fire gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
It was just Dio, right? Again? So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well, then who was it?
I opened it.
You always do, except in my original pathway where you didn't. And it's weird, because in every other pathway you have, so there's gotta be something up with that. So it was you. Figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio, yes it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to Ally.
And then we'd have all died. No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of those notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
Pressure exchange chamber? Is that the place where we went to with the garden, but it wasn't the garden that we went into? It was the pressure exchange chamber? Oh yeah, I guess that's the same thing. Okay, that's what we went into with Temioji. Alright. See, I still find it weird. Like, there was a pathway where Kay went into the archive, and then Kay mentioned that not everybody can abstain, but in the pathway where Temioji's group went into the treatment center, nobody mentioned the same thing, so that's weird.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Okay, pantry for you guys. Huh. Well, whatever. You should, really probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you.
I love it when they read it out loud.
Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
Get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
That's what you say. But we've already had this talk with you in friggin' a million pathways, haven't we? Actually, wait. We never really talk with him about this, do we? It's just, oh, he's a jerk. We never talk with him about... I think this is the first time where we explain it to him. So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm not your bro. After what happened to me at the end of, you know, the pathway where I tried to get the medicine, I think that's the Quark pathway. Yeah, you douchebag. Is Temyoji back?
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Indeed. Yeah?
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff.
Nope.
Did you find any Accelavir?
Nope. Just Neo... whatever. No. It's not really that kind of place. It had these pods, and that was it. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No. Unfortunately not.
How do you know that?
'Cause I'm magic, bitch! Oh. Well, it said so on the screen, next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. It's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Indeed!
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
That seems to be the case. If you could trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
Of course, you wouldn't need to be a pod person. Because of the S9 stuff, right? But, if you don't have actual Ice 9 in your veins, if you're actually a regular person, then you would actually have to be one of the pod people. Because you and Clover would be the same-ish age. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen. I was frozen today!
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right?
Indeed.
Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
I don't know. What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Maybe.
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Well, that was probably before the bracelets were put on. Actually, then if we put someone in cold sleep, could we take their bracelet off? That's probably what she's getting at. Oh! So, if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off?
And then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us. Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor?
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
We're all in this together, except when we aren't.
We should go have a look at any rate.
Uh-huh.
We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
AB games first, though, right?
Of course.
Surprised no one brought that up in the other pathway. Oh well.
What?
What? I'm confused. What's going on? Why is she mad?
What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
Oh? Oh.
Sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna.
Okay, so no, it wasn't what I was thinking.
Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this.
So we had an option to cold freeze Quark. Was that an actual real option, or did they think there's no way to do it? Like, that's weird.
We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Possibly.
If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
4K could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility. You have 10 seconds left. Fuck!
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That was kinda right. 10 seconds, 10 minutes. Just a word difference.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Hooray!
Time's running out.
Okay,
We should get back, guys.
let's do it.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Who's Temioji with? Fine, Luna. They won't betray him.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote. Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose betray.
Good point.
Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna.
Really? Even though Phi betrayed you, kinda? Oh, whatever.
I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Really? Why do you trust him so much? You don't have... Like, you trust Clover, I get that, if you're Junpei, but... Why do you randomly have trust in Phi and Luna? Was it your time with them in the door? Maybe? Maybe. Okay then, Temioji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
Stop doing that, man. Junpei, you're a grumpy old guy.
I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Alright, let's do it. Back at the Florey warehouse, we open the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
And let's vote. Am I gonna pick betray? Maybe. Thinking about it. I want to be a nice guy, though. The nice guy to the end?
you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Uh-huh. Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. And also, Alice, you might be actually saying this now. I might bring it up because Alice probably recently told you to try and get out because in the other pathway, that's what you did. It's like, oh, her BP's only at 1. That means she's going to take too long. She should just get out. So she probably told you the same thing this time. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Oh? Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji.
Oh, really? Do you know he's Junpei now or something?
I think we should choose Ally.
Interesting. That is very interesting. What could make you change your mind so much? I doubt even if you knew he was Junpei, you'd... I mean, if Alice told you to get help, I mean, if you're willing to leave Alice behind, you're probably willing to leave Junpei behind just to get help or whatever. I mean, but Junpei would know the world's gone to shit, right? Because he's, you know, been out there. But I'm gonna keep calling him Junpei. If I keep doing it, I'll forget he's actually called Tenmyoji in this game. And I'll forget that this is only a theory and it hasn't been proven yet. But yeah, that has to be a huge deal for you to actually change your mind like that. All right. Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
He...
Yeah?
I can't tell you.
Oh, it's a secret. What? Why?
I just can't.
Oh?
You'd laugh if I did anyway.
Oh, really? I'd laugh? I won't laugh.
Really?
Really, really. Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Oh. Hey, come on.
I promised.
You promised?
I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Oh, maybe he really did tell her that he's Junpei. Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark. Well, they are linked, Tenmyoji and Quark, that is.
No, he does matter.
Oh?
Quark is really important to Tenmyoji.
Well, duh, I would think Sigma would already know that.
If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji.
Yeah, you know he's Junpei then, that's it. You can't bring yourself to betray Junpei. The way you're talking, I think that makes sense now.
Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person. Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
Even though you were already planning to. It's because he talked to you a bit more, isn't it? You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. You're just hammering the needle in the truth coffin? Yeah, he's Junpei. Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
That's gotta be a mindfuck for you then, though. Like, knowing that you were put in cold sleep, because it'd have to be. You must have had a real long conversation.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Please.
Alright, I'll pick Ally then this time. I was gonna pick Betray if it would be on your side, but if you want to pick Ally, then fine.
Choose Ally.
Don't worry, I will. You aren't gonna try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right?
Oh? Yeah, because I'm so good. Actually, I did do that one time in the NEOSTIGMINE pathway, so yeah, probably. And by the NEOSTIGMINE pathway, I actually mean the Quark pathway, because that's the actual pathway it's called. But anyways.
I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you.
Oh, really? But I think you're sexy enough to seduce me.
So...
Alright, on one condition. You gotta really go on that date with me. Right now! In this elevator! Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Temioji. And Temioji only had 1 point. That wasn't even taken into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that could almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. Right, Clover? On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It wasn't likely I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes.
So, what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3, 2, 1.
Ally, of course. Hooray!
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
So I wonder if we're getting a to be continued again, or if we're actually going to get to go to another round 3.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Hooray!
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
What did you choose, Sigma?
Ally, of course. Jeez. You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Actually, there's something I find kind of strange here. I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but I feel like I see 5 open doors. If Temioji and Quark are both abstaining, there should not be 5 open doors. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. Actually, I might even see 6 open doors. That'd be even weirder. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed. I'm not sure if that's just story gameplay dissonance and they always show all 6 open, or if that's actually foreshadowing. Anyways. Any big turnabouts?
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
It's time to find out.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Sorrow Fresher Quark and Temioji shouldn't be here. Other than that, there's all 7 of us, which means it should show 6 faces. Yep, okay, all 6. Betray, betray, of course. Ally, ally. Ally. Ally, okay.